Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to another destination, starting the FSD right from the park position. We'll be going to massage place again in San Jose, California. Right here is a bin that is always kept out.
Now bear left to stay on Cortera
And
Circle. In 500 feet, turn left to stay on Cortera
the car does
Circle.
pretty well to recognize that and very safely adjust it. So we're gonna travel through mostly the city streets today, maybe a little bit of freeway. Yeah, a little bit of freeway, but not that much. We'll be going around here. We'll be looking at some of the instances. So it says to pay attention. Sorry about that. And we'll be seeing if there are any particular instances that the FSD needs to adjust itself with. Right here is like a little bit blockage on the road.
Now turn right to stay
But,
on Cortera Circle.
These are things FSD really does well, really well. Even FSD version even FSD version 12 was pretty good at this. Version 13.2.2 does fairly fine job as well in terms of
Now
obstacles
turn
on the
left
road.
onto Tully Road.
This is something I've noticed, and it wasn't the case earlier. When it's actually turning, it actually always comes to the very first lane after the turn. Version 12 really went to any of the lanes as far as I could remember, and this actually comes in the very first lane and then changes the lane immediately, because going ahead it actually has to turn right. So that is pretty good on its part. There doesn't seem to be like a lot of traffic today, but I really try to be as fair as possible and not drive in less traffic times. I think today, because it was kind of long weekend, Christmas weekend and all, so a lot of people might not be working and all of that, and but it's still a weekday and the shops, everything is open, so not like we're at a time when it's actually a public holiday. Everything is working as expected, and we just got to see if we come across any instances where I actually have to take over, or would this be another no intervention drive. I'm not sure from which version this started coming up, but I really like the sky view of the whole kind of street whenever it happens. For example, this right here, right, kind of gives you a very good picture of what's there on the surroundings, in case you want to really look ahead and just validate if FSD is taking the right decision. So that is something really good. I think it came along sometime in one of the version 12s. Maybe it was there earlier, I'm not sure, but that is a very cool feature, I think. As usual, the speed management looks pretty good. So one of the things I actually want to talk about is that there have been two cases with version 13 that it took the wrong exit. Now I don't know why that would be the case. I think in one of the cases it might be because there was a car very, very close to my car, like just next to my car, and might be possible that Tesla's AI wasn't able to figure out that there are actually two streets ahead. Like this one's going straight, but it actually merges kind of divides into two separate streets ahead, and that is what it wasn't able to figure out. So it thought that this is the only street and this is actually exiting, so it just exited out of the same street. The other one was a little bit more complicated, when there were like literally 3 or 4 exits, and all of them had the same kind of entry point and just took the other exit. So I'm curious, and I'm wondering if this has happened to you guys too. If it has, please let me know, and what you did to avoid it, or if you did anything regarding it at all. We were on a yellow, and it safely passed the yellow. Did not feel like accelerating there unnecessarily. Sometimes this is something that is much better than the previous versions, because sometimes it would actually accelerate very quickly on yellows, or stutter a lot and then immediately come to a stop. That is even in the latest, like last versions of version 12, I had that in my car a lot of times. With version 13, I haven't felt that even once. Maybe I haven't come across to that deadlock situation where it's almost about to go and then it turns red, what it would do there. But so far that is something that I've not observed. We'll see if we do come across such situations now or in the future. Yeah, the speed management.
In 500 feet, take the Almaden Expressway South ramp on the right.
Speed management with version 13 feels really, really natural.
Now take the Almaden Expressway South ramp on the right.
It's almost how I'm driving the car. Good acceleration, right, comes up to 50, and very natural acceleration too. Perfectly done there. Actually an average amount of traffic, and I got to say that in this average amount of traffic, Tesla's FSD AI is like immaculate. It just does everything perfectly. Only in situations where it gets really fast moving and high density traffic, that is where when it kind of sometimes has to take proper decisions. Pretty good work here. So now it got to turn left, and it's still moving pretty much at the same speed as the car ahead of us. It got to stop, which it does. Slows down.
In 1,000 feet,
changes the lane. Beautifully done. Almost what I would have done too, because there was no traffic behind this car ahead of us, and there was no need to actually accelerate and overtake that car, even though this guy has to go straight. So. But great decision on AI side. Oh, there's a sudden stop, dealt with pretty well. Merging roads again with some obstacles ahead. Deals with them with ease. No problems there. So one of the thing is that for me, after entering the parking lot, it's not always that it tries to find the right position and parks perfectly. In my last video, it was a very short video I showed, it took a perfect turn to the parking lot, and it was kind of an empty parking lot, and all it had to do was just park in one of the spots, but it somehow parked between two spots. So that is something a little bit weird why it happens, and the other times it wouldn't park at all. It would just come to a stop, and then I just have to take over and park the car by myself. In this particular parking spot where we are heading right now, it's usually a little bit crowded, so I wouldn't mind if it just stops and I have to take over. But it would be really, really interesting and nice to see it finding a parking spot and then looking for a position and then park it there. But again, it's not that easy because this parking lot is usually pretty full. There might be cars following me when I get in there, so I might just have to take over.
Turn right.
We'll see if it does that. Okay, so the map interesting there. So it was about to take that turn, which would have been fine, but the map kind of leads it ahead, and so it changes its decision, goes ahead and takes the turn right here, which it was supposed to do from the start.
Is on the left.
Let's see if it's actually able to do something here. It's the parking lot is kind of pretty full. Wouldn't expect it to do much here, but let's see where it goes. Alright, so there are some parking spots right ahead of us. Let's see if it actually chooses one of those. Okay, I don't know what it is doing right now. Still trying to go ahead.
Now your destination is on the right.
And I don't know what it's trying to do, to be honest, right here. It stops for a while. And it is turning around again. So there's a parking spot right there. Is it looking for this one, or I think it's just trying to come to a particular spot. Yeah, so that's it. So again, I think it wasn't bad on its part, really. It tried to come up to like some spots. What I would have wanted is that there were some spots in the parking lot when it turned right. That was right here, right? So I would have just expected it to park right here. So the fact that it did not is a little bit I don't know, it's not really concerning. It's just that I would have expected it to park there, but again, not a big deal for me. And I think that's about it, guys. I will see you next time with another video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share and subscribe. We'll see you very soon with another FSD video, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.